Mr. Miya is here. Please accept me, Mr. Miya. Thank you. Baba.
Sure.
Kunjani?
Yeah, sure.
Kamba kahle
Khuluma la
yonke.
ulimi.
Angizi?
Talk.
Yeah, no. Kamba kahle yonke into.
No kuphela nezwa kuwena.
Hayi, no ku right yonke into. Bayaphila ekhaya.
Talk. Akho. Sikhalazi.
Hayi, no. Siyabonga kakhulu. Welcome to our Instagram live. Okokuqala nje, thank you very much for accepting this for giving us this opportunity yokuthi sihlale nawe sixoxe nawe as football lovers as South Africa. Okokuqala nje, we want to appreciate you and we want to show you love and want to show you how much we appreciate your work and how much we love you as a commentator. Some of us we tune into isiZulu commentary to hear you ushaye into zakho.
Okay. I'll take that as a compliment, But the thing is, someone that needs to be thought. I'll take that as a compliment, really, because the one that deserves to be thanked is SuperSport, who provided people to have live soccer games. Having a game on Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and all over the weekend. It doesn't come from me. I'm just only the messenger by SuperSport.
Yeah.
And I have to be careful as well to represent the brand. It's not about me.
Thank you. But
I'll change as a compliment.
Yeah, but today this hour is all about you. I understand and I respect. We respect your diplomacy and all, but this one is all about you because you are the man that we have grown to love. Can you briefly share with us your background? Say, where do you come from? Who is Phumlani Miya?
Phumlani Miya, Phumlani Guli Miya is the fifth born of Ubongekile Panza with the guy. Yes, I can. With the guy from Gwamia by the name Christopher Busumuz, the late Busumuz, the late Busumuz. So I grew up in different places because that really made me to be this kind of a commentator, because I was growing in different environment. When I was born in Ematigane. I left Ematigane because of, like as I said to you, I was the fifth born and I'm the only surviving. So people like my brothers and sisters were passing on and nobody understood what was going on. Then I had to be taken to Kwesakwabiela, Umapet, where I was feeding. Then I started at Phumlani primary school and it was too far. I would walk about 10 k's to school. Then luckily, the following year, I joined Mapenta Primary School, which was a bit nearer to where I stayed with my mother. Then, when I grew up there, it was just a rural area where Bafobiela, some will associate when I talk of Bafobiela. So, Bafobiela, the former player of Amal, in that place. I stayed there for about 12 years. You know what happened was, every time there will be this father coming from Devon, bringing in old newspapers because he was working for newspaper company in Devon. So he will bring in these newspapers, and I was the only person keen reading on this. There was that time when politics was very, very high, the times of UDF, and everybody thought I was just associated as a politician, as a communist, because I will tell a lot of stories with what I've read on paper, the times of UDF and all those things. Then I had this interest in sport where I then ended up seeing a paper writing very well about Amazon. And when it comes to African wanderers, stories were not interesting. That is when I started listening to commentators. And then when I listened to commentators, we had no choice because the commentators that were with SAPC, that I remember very well, with quotes. And by the time it was Radio Good, I remember it was Hatebe, Chulamnisi, as well as Mangete as one. Yeah, Mangete. So those three, they then started tuning me. And then on our walk to school, I will be mimicking these commentators. And then the trip with me to school was very easy for my friends because they said to me, hey, you know what, Miya, man, come again. Then I will do that. And then I left there. I went to Wasoko. Wasoko, this thing grew. And I went back to Matsagan, went to Eskawin where I stayed. I stayed in Eskawin then when I was doing my high school at Tyson Technical High School. Then by then, there was this time, maybe you will remember, if you grew up in KZN, that's what Zika Zolna.
Yeah.
Whereby there was a huge fight between IFP and ANC. And then there was this ZSDP program that came up with a program where they wanted to bring sport to kids. Then also just to tone down this political violence which was continuing within the area. Then I happened there was this guy by the name Kevin Pat. Kevin Pat was a Kiwi. He played for the Sharks. Then he was a rugby instructor, volleyball instructor. I mean, I can say all sports coach. And then I got interest. Then I was selected to represent the Zululand district in athletics. It's when I met Ian Laxton. Ian Laxton was a commentator. It was just a blessing because I was working where you like Derek Smythe. Derek Smythe was the guy I worked for in his yard. So what happened when he had that I'm selected to represent Zululand, he said, no, I will take you there, and I also want you to push this passion of commentary because every time when I hear when you're working in this yard, you're always mimicking commentators, and even when I say to you, let's watch games, whatever sport code may be, you're only interested to hear what the commentator says. But what I want to do to you now, I want to give you a guy who will elaborate more what is commentary. Then, luckily enough, met Ian Laxton. When I met Ian Laxton, it was SA Champs. I remember it was SA Champs because we were running as the curtain raisers. Then for this for this SA Champs, it's when I met the likes of Henry Ramala. Although I didn't talk to them, but meeting them, seeing them, it all started there. We shared numbers with Ian Laxton. Most of the time when there is Comrade Marathon, I will go to the expo. He will give me the access. And then we will sit there, we will talk up until I got my chance with the SAPC. After
which year was this? Can you remember?
Yes, it was 1994, 95.
Oh, okay, okay. Okay, and then you got your chance with the SAPC.
No, I got a chance with SAPC. It was 2009. Just imagine.
Oh, okay.
But the thing is, with the connection that I made in 1994, 95, like with that person that I saw, and then because what happened, he then hooked me up with Babu Mazwin, Chohusha, and we started sharing, talking about this commentary thing. And then the rest is history. But you know, Ian Laxton, when I met him for the first time, he said to me, the journey is never easy. And then I remember when I was doing my first year at Tshwane University of Technology, formerly known as Technical Pretoria. We want to watch, there was this telecom charity, it was charity cup. Then I met ZZ Mason. When I met ZZ, I went to him. I said, ZZ, I want to be a commentator. And he told me how difficult it is to be a commentator. Let alone being a commentator, just to take a mic and be a commentator. Saying, he said to me, walking in a mall, walking in your yard, people will never associate you as a person, but people will only associate you with by saying, this guy is a commentator. Automatically, whatever you are doing, you get access for nothing. And he said to me, daughter, so he was a funny guy, no? So he started. He gave me some contacts as well, because by that time it was the start of Mabaleng, and then I remember commentators. It was the introduction of English in commentary, and then because remember before it was only Zulu or isiSotho. It was Zulu and isiSotho. But by that time, it was English, Zulu, or isiSotho, or isiXhosa. And then Xhosa ended up dominating. Remember? That guy, what happened? Tumile Mateza, man. I'm talking of Tumile Mateza.
Yeah.
And then by the time when I was looking for that opportunity, there was Tomba Chokoze. So those are the guys that, you know, inspired. Then I got a chance with the SABC. It was 2008. Yes, January 2008. My first commentary was an athletics event that was held in Secunda. I remember I had to go up and down Secunda, even Pilditch Stadium in Pretoria. You know, something strange happened. Something strange happened. You know, in 2008, I said to myself, wow, now I've made it. I even signed a contract with SABC for 2 years. A freelance contract. Then I got to SuperSport.
But wait. Before you got to SuperSport, TUT, you were called crazy. Why?
Come on, Chief.
Tell us why. You were known as a crazy man.
No, what happened was I got there. Remember, I was from all what I am. I'm a self-made man. If I can tell you the story, I got to University of Pretoria. I had only 6,000 rands. 6,000 rands. Registration fee is 1,500. And accommodation fee is 1,500. So it means I'm covered. I've got 3,000 for registration. But then how is the year going to take itself? You know, I said, you know what? I got to lose myself. I've got to be friendly. I've got to be nice. You know, I've got to respect even the tree that is growing next to the yard, because maybe I would sleep in that tree. You know, the rest is history. They called me crazy because, you know, I will talk to everyone. They called me Mr. P. You know, if ever I didn't, you know, I'll tell you, I didn't understand school. So, coming this guy, Ari, Yamuna, who's wrong though? And then I didn't understand what he was. I was wrong though. Then I kept quiet. So everybody was talking Isisutu, then I wouldn't answer. And then maybe the guy would leave, maybe for about an hour without me saying a word, because I don't want to expose myself that I don't know how to speak Isisutu. And then they will go like, hey, that's where Mr. Bean owns Sumu. Hey. And then the fun part one was when I started to grow in Pretoria, learning how to speak Isisutu. So I normally hear them say, so I said it vice versa. I said, it's too no, no, you cannot say that. When I tell then the rest is history. Yeah. So you interrupted me when I was still explaining to you how I got to SABC. Then to Super Sport. When I was with SABC, we were doing Olympics in Beijing. Already remember, my strength was athletics. The contract I got was based on athletics, not based on soccer. Then we were told to do semi-final between Sundowns and Free State Stars. The times of Manti Moholo. There was this guy. Yes, there was this guy now with Cape Town City. Mpomakola. Yes, yes, that generation of speed. I remember they lost in the semi-finals of the MTN 8. Then we did that game, and because everybody was listening, because there were three of us who had to be taken into soccer, and then I ended up topping them. They said, you know, it's better because this guy is within the system already, and moreover, he has shown potential that he can be able to do soccer. Let's wrap him in. Well, I don't know, but in God's mercy, I saw myself aiding. I didn't see call-ups. Well, luckily, SuperSport was winning rights to of PSL. Then I met Mafo, and ZZ told me, hey, boy, try your luck here. Well, there was this guy by the name Kababa. I remember I visited him. It was an ABSA Cup final. Ajax and Kaizer Chiefs. It was played in Kings Park Stadium. I sent him my demo, took my demo. The rest is history. But when I got in there, I went straight to that. Remember, in any industry to survive, bear in mind, you will only survive if you go to the elders. Yambona lo mkhulu lo sehambe qhuka esemdala lapha. Menzele ngishitiye because he will tell you the politics of the company and he will tell you everything, and then you will know exactly who to mess up and who not to mess up. And then again, don't come in saying you know a lot, because the more you know, the more challenges you will be facing. So what happened?
Oh, we seem to be losing connection.
Second.
Yes, we're still on. Yeah.
You've got to make it a point that you mind your back, you mind everything that is next to you. So the rest is history. I had to stay with SuperSport for 10 years. 10 years. Well, I don't know. it's difficult. Not that work is difficult. The thing is, you've got to be strong when you are a commentator, because commentary is a talent. Let's not forget that. And hence, commentary is a talent. It will only go with preferences and who people prefer. It might be the listeners that prefer. It might be somebody in management that prefers this voice. And the motto I always give myself is, I'm good as my last voice. I can wake up this morning. I can wake up in the morning and I can be told, hey boy, you're no more employed, which is part of the industry.
Yeah.
Then, but one thing that I think with my spell, with what I've shared, the experience with the likes of Mark Gleason, Kevin Evans, Arnold Drankonko, I once said to Mark, how to become a glamorous commentator, how to become a popular commentator. And you know, that tall white man laughed at me. They said, hey, Miya, and now you're getting out of hand. You want to be famous? Hey, listen here. You must know that there's always a big cat waiting at the corner. And that cat can bite you. And don't think it's waiting for mice. It's waiting for you. You know, I never understood it. And he said, remember, don't try to be more. Don't try to be a tool that delivers the game. The game is delivered by the television. What is the purpose of the television? The purpose of the television is to bring the stadium environment to your sitting room. Meaning, we've got to hear the crowd. Hence, we hear the crowd. Again, let us hear the ball. There's that funny noise when the ball is played. And even the tackles. And it's normally said well in English. They say crunch tackle. Those things you've got to find. But with South African fans, the only thing that you'll find, yes, and then what you've got to do as well as a commentator, you've got to know that you're competing with this, competing with this, and also you've got to bring in your voice. That's what this guy said at Listen, and he said you've got to make it a point that you are within this. You don't have to take fame. Fame only come to you. And I said to him, I'm Twitter following and I need Facebook followers. And he said, if someone is on Twitter, it's not guaranteed that he's your viewer or he's your listener. I can follow, but
let me disturb you a bit. Tell me, you've got these terms that are associated with you. Davu, eplazi nilga jam. Where does it come from?
Yeah, well, you know what happened? We went to I want arrows say golden arrows, and Kulumango Kulumanga Sika Marquez. You know, so sesihlela but uyazi bashisa impepho ke lamuntu mabe people.
Yazi impepho ya.
Angisho lempepho lo ibonayo literally impepho. I mean ganja.
Ngiyazi impepho.
Lezi ke epe man. Yazi thini lezi epe man.
Yeah.
Ithekse kodafetha washa para ubele twani bantu ujam lapha ubeba jabu ubeba jabu
Okay.
So and then I took that because bona like bona uthi davu so kuthi lentwana inojam isipando jam stay out back I know ukuthi bantu ujam omncane iseplazini down there vele this kwa this uyazazi ke ikhuluma kanjani lezi esidlala.
Yeah.
So then that is when I got this term and I used it.
Okay. And I also heard that you had coaching ambitions. What
My
happened?
bra. My bra. My bra. Can I show you something?
Yeah.
You see there in that corner.
Uh-huh.
You see that corner there.
Yeah.
Hold. I'll just run.
Mm.
Yeah, bra.
Yes, ma'am.
Coaching ambitions. It's not ambition.
Mm.
I wanna have a sports academy, a sports academy. But the thing is, in order to start a sports academy, you need to start with soccer.
Mm.
I've
Okay.
got that ambition. Yeah, really, it's not really. I want to be an administrator in one of the teams. Somewhere, somehow, I've got to be an administrator. Somewhere, somehow, can I be a coach? Somewhere, somehow, I must empower this young generation.
Mm. I also heard that while you were at a university, you ate beans Monday to Friday.
What's this sauce? Hey, actually, okay, can you come?
You ate sugar beans from Monday to Sunday. And you were given the name Mr. Beans.
You've said a mouthful. Remember, I told you that I had financial crisis. I never had anything. And that is why now I don't have anything, because all what I have, I'm giving out, because there was a guy, I cannot, it would be a shame to mention the guys we were with at school by name. I rather say I had classmates who understood me. They will cut their 50 rand. One will give me 50 rands this month, because we were a group of 8 or so, 10. And will give me 50 rands. And I'll say to them, guys, 50 rands will do. I'll buy 2.5 maize meal. I'll buy 2 kg sugar beans. And that is what we grew up eating. Even now, I still eat that. But I don't like it because I was forced to eat it. But that's what beans made me. No, that guy tell him that he must continue telling the truth.
Yeah. Tell us, at Supersport, how do you choose man of the match?
Well, I cannot explain how it works, because I've never heard somebody discussing that. But automatically,
so you've never picked a man of the match.
No, we've selected man of the match, but let's keep it there. Man of the match is there, and it's gonna come. Let's not go on how it started, but the man of the match is gonna be there. Don't know why.
Because it has caused a lot of confusion.
Really, I'm not gonna answer you.
You're not gonna answer us. Okay. No, it's okay.
No.
I understand. Your internship at Supersport, when was it?
I never had an internship.
I heard that you worked at the vans there, working your way up.
No.
It never worked.
No, I never worked in the van. Never.
Oh, okay.
Never. So you know what happened? For me, it was just I was taken raw as I was, given. I was just taken raw as I was.
Okay.
Went straight on him. But luckily enough, I never messed up. Or maybe I've messed up, but I wasn't aware. But one thing I'll tell you with commentary. If we talk about commentary is talent. Hence, I've said before. But you know what kills commentary is? You've got to understand the culture. For Tutu, it's not a problem to shout. Never. It's not a problem because you'll go, even if it's whatever is happening, it's their culture. But you cannot be coming in a Zulu house and be shouting as you are shouting. No, they will tell you, hey, Baba, let us understand what you are saying. That is what is happening. You've got to consider the culture when you're doing commentary. Because if you put the culture away, you will then be in trouble. But then, as I said, it's only preference. And then again, some will talk about Peter Dory, will talk about Martin Locke and all that. But I will tell you something. Those guys, this is why they are good at what they are doing, because it's natural. If you can take any African guy and say he must do commentary in English, or no, not in English, let me say with any other language that is not of his mother tongue, he will only be heard, but he cannot be informing or he cannot be entertaining. And one other thing that really destroyed us is when we grew up with the radio. Television took time to come to
to our communities, yeah.
Yeah, because then we only knew that to be a commentator, you should be going, and then this thing, really, when you look at it at TV, it's a no-go. For me, it's a no-go. It's got to be a bit steady and be audible. Take your time. Know exactly what you are saying. Assess what you are saying. Don't just say things. Even if you're giving out other names, you've got to think: are these names relevant to the culture? Are these names relevant to the sport? Are these names relevant to the action? So there's so many things. A word has so many things attached to it.
Your biggest match that you have ever done, biggest match that you say, hey, this one is the biggest match I've ever done.
Every match is the biggest match. I've learned one thing. Hence I said, I've learned one thing. I've learned to appreciate whatever I have. Yes, I might be eager of certain games. It's true, it's natural. But with what I've done, I'm happy with it because it can stop. As I'm dropping this phone, it can stop. Nobody is guaranteed anything in media industry. So therefore, I will never say this match was not good or this match was good. I gave it all that I have.
As a young boy growing up in KZN, what was your favorite team as a young boy?
The beautiful babes. The beautiful babes.
Morocco Swallows.
Andres Chaka Mbombo.
Steve Segano.
Steve. Best problem. There was this white man, man, about to Pindamzala. Mo, Parigato. Hey, Pindamzala. Hey, swallows or swallows. Hey, swallows or, taking no offense, Mr. Lusu. You can try, but hey, we know swallows. Hey, we know swallows. Bro, swallows.
If you look at the current generation of players, who is your favorite player?
You know what, Abra? There's no football that is played at the moment. For me. For me. Because I'm working with PSL. I'm working for the entity. But you know, I say, hey, what catch some people, you know what, you see a player coming in the field, you ask yourself, he's got these headphones, you want to talk to him, you want to say something to him, something tells you about him, but you know, he's just shielding you away. He's got certain people to talk to. He cannot talk to you.
Mm.
And then when you look at what he's doing in the field, and you say, wow, that was this arrogance that he gave me. That was the kind of attitude that he gave me so that he could give me this. But you know what destroyed our football? Was the so-called academies. You know, the academies, and also when money was put in football, especially, I'm not talking about I'm not talking at professional level. I'm talking at the structures in the region where people never ever think of developing the game. They will only think of the next election so that they can be kept in that. You will find soccer jerseys staying in one of the officials, and you ask yourself, what the hell is going on here? And there's absolutely nothing that is happening in order to develop the game in South Africa. Because if you look at there's this cohesion of players coming in, this player coming in. I'll tell you something. If you look at it, if Chiefs and Pirates had been having such development, the question is, how many players came from that development? Remember the gift of the David Pirates and Makanya and whosoever. You know, that was a glimpse, just a spark to say, yay, we might be. And remember, Sundown, you remember the team that beat Silver Stars, the Alspak Tawana. And if you look at the crop of players that were there with the Alspak Tawana, it tells you that. Yes, it tells you that, you know what, if ever there was a system that is followed, we would have been somewhere. And really, it was just amazing. And remember, the coach that we respected, Pachere, he came in and he said, with no under 21 league, national league for under 21, forget it in an international state. And it felt in deaf ears. And nothing was done. But really, we're not saying it's wrong what they are doing. They are trying their best. But their best is yet to be, you know, we've got to overcome these problems. We've got to come together and say, how do we fix this football? Let alone these players. I think every player that is in PSL, I cannot say this player is not best or this player is not the best. I can say everybody who is in PSL, he deserves it, is there because of the natural abilities, and it only depends how a coach wants wants you to play. And remember what really had disturbed most of the coaches in South Africa is this short stint of employment, whereby the coaches will only be thinking of the result than thinking of the entire football. Because you'll find the game, well, okay, I drew 1-0, fine, I drew 1-1, drew not. You know, you'll see a coach going crazy for a draw, you know, and you ask yourself, what's going on here? Because it's what? The mentality, it's the environment that is not allowing us really to see coaches having to try this and that. Because if he loses today, tomorrow he's gone.
Tell me, I know that a lot of football fans, sometimes they feel that commentators are biased towards certain teams. I'll make you an example. Let's say Team A is playing against Team B. Whenever Team A is in possession, commentators will even sing songs while the players are in possession, while the team is in possession. But when a certain team is in possession, they'll be talking about history or stories, or they won't even be mentioning names of players. Are the fans correct?
Now, that thing comes natural. You know, commentator is a person. Automatically, when a commentator is a person, definitely you guarantee that there's a thin line between love and hate. There's a thin line between love and hate. And again, you know what causes that is? It's good to prepare as a commentator. Commentators tend to like as I am, I'm one of those.
Mm.
I can prepare. And then I see I'm no more using these notes. I've got to have a way of shoving them in. And then by that time I'm trying to shove in these notes, it's when this other team is being attacked or it's attacking. And then it's going to sound like I'm not in favor of that team. And remember, it's the only sport in South Africa where you can see team A or B playing and then losing and having a pride together. It's rugby, not in soccer. Not in soccer. So automatically, when the team is losing, if your team is losing, the commentator will be just boring. You know, he will just be biased, because really, even if it's good what he sees, but because for you it doesn't feel good, then the commentator is biased. I think it's only the choice of the viewer that causes.
Oh no! I understand. I understand really what you are saying. There's also times where commentators find themselves giving players nicknames. Most of us will learn these nicknames through commentators anyway. Have you ever been in a situation where you felt like you have given a player a nickname and it has been found inappropriate?
You know, I'll tell you something with a nickname. You know, if you're a commentator, for me, I don't know. You know, you are Phumlani, and you are pro. If ever I prefer to call you by the nickname, I rather research, like you've done the research, then I call you with your childhood nickname. Then that will be so amazing. That will be so interesting. You can give the nickname, it's fine. But the thing is, if you give the nickname, how do you give somebody a nickname at PSL? It means this guy played soccer with no nickname up until now.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying. No. For me. Well, listen, I also do that. I also got, like, I remember I used to call Usweswe because of the special look. I used to say Usweswe, window Tasweswe, window Tasweswe. He had this. I remember the last game he played, it was Natty Lions in Kingswood team. So and then there was this other guy, Bukenya. And when I call Bukenya, I will never say Bukenya because of his age. Like, and then look at, like, it was not a nickname, but it was just trying to tell people how funny this thing is. Because Bukenya has got this face that tells I'm old. And then when you look at his years were about 22 or 23. Then I'll go like, I will say, you know, what? Those things are not researched, but they pricking the viewer to say, why is this guy saying? But you know what? Just coming in and write a nickname and give him, yes, you can do it, but it's more appropriate because he played in Castle, played ABC, played in NFD. Remember, go to the training rooms, to the training grounds. See, how are they calling him? Like, I remember Jabulani Maluleka. I used to call him, they used to call him, he was from Shawel. And I went to him in the training session for Super Sport. I said, but you know what, so those were then that is how I think nicknames and names should come about. And when even you read like Andre Pilo, the Mario Kotze, you can tell how the cooker, how it comes, how he is called the cooker. All those things are written down.
Mm.
You know, like Ace Ntsoelenga, he was bega panto njengasamba. It was because he when he's got the ball, he never looked up. He looked down.
Never looked up. Yeah.
And again, yes. And then they also used to call him Easy Like Sunday Morning. You know why? It was because he used to say to the teammates, if you don't know what to do with the ball, give it to Ace. And Ace will use it like easy like Sunday mornings. When I use that, yeah. So those, I think nicknames come about like that. I think I've answered you on that.
Tell me, who's winning the league?
Oh, Moto, hey. Yeah, but you know what? Let me be honest. Everybody who's listening to me and watching me, I'll give you the analysis before I choose. Vets were the good candidates. But the problem is, with what has transpired in their camp, you know, they're out.
Yeah.
Then you come to Kaizer Chiefs and Sundowns. It's going to go to one of the two. Before I tell you, you know, Midentor is so rigid. The tactic is not changing. The personnel, like if you look at it now, Malulega is gone. You know? And if ever you want to achieve something, you got to keep that bunch of the players that you have. Although maybe it was beyond his control that the guy had to leave. I think they had to negotiate in order to keep him until he finishes this rest of the season, as it is looming to be finished. With Peter, the guy is so passionate. The guy can even have mental games. Reason being, he worked with Ted Dumitru. Ted Dumitru will understand his opponent more than he understands himself. And then he went on to work with Pacheria. He's worked with the tactician, Jomo. I can tell what is going on. I can hear people saying Jomo that, Jomo that. That is one of the best coaches we've ever had in South Africa. It's not that it's just going through the financial stinge at the moment, because I think he's got problem with money. Because most of the time, whatever case you hear about Cosmos is money. And I'll tell you, bro, I want to look to Pete. So he can take that. Because remember, his players got rest, which they actually needed, because they never rested for years.
Yeah.
For about, I think Sundowns has gone 4 years with no preseason. So I think this helped them to recuperate and to rebuild. But you know, and they've got strong personnel. The first 11, the reserves that are outside, they can come in and win the game anytime. With him, I would say Sundowns have an edge. But well, one will say points in hands and whatever, but it's going to be between Sundowns, Chiefs second.
And before we close, I was told that you were the first guy to make jogging fashionable at TUT.
Yeah, bro. I'll tell you.
Was it because of the 10Ks you used to walk while you were at primary, or it was just something in you?
Hey, you know what, bro? I would feel better if I started the day on the road. Listening to those beats. I never ran. I didn't like to run on the track. I would go to the field. And then there was this sprinkling water. I would love to feel this smell in the morning. This smell is shining, you know. And then I'll hear the birds around, and then the traffic would be very low. I would wake up at 4 and just walk on the road. But when I have to run, I had to run in the grass. You know, it just, I'm no more doing it. And I'm asking myself, why have I stopped? Why have I stopped? You know, but tell me before we leave, who was this guy?
No, I can't reveal. But what is important is that we wanted to hear for ourselves, to hear your story, and to appreciate you, to tell you that as football fans, we always enjoy when you start saying "davu davu." When you start saying your thing.
I'm telling you that I'm not the best commentator, to be honest with you. I'm one of those flukes that are there. But thanks that people are appreciating this nobody.
No, you are somebody to someone. And
no. Listen, bruh. Supersport just said, can you try and do this? And I tried. But really, for me, I don't think I'm big. I'm yet to get there. It's still a long way to go. And remember, I can, you know what, as we are talking now, I can say to you, maybe it's my last day. Who knows? I hope you are people there.
No, but thank you very much for giving us your time. Thank you very much for
there's
honoring.
There's one thing that guy didn't tell you.
Yeah.
We used to mimic coach. We used to mimic coaches to mimic politicians. You can give me 2 or 3, then I'll do them for you.
Paul Toleza.
You see, I'll tell you, the same man, same place, same time, same mistake. And now the team is losing. I don't know. Don't ask me, ask doctor.
Victor Pondareko.
You remember? I remember there was one that I liked the most. You see, the problem with me, with Shakes, he plays good, he pass. But you know, when he pass the ball, he pass that direction, he plays that direction. You remember when
Victor Pondareko? Victor Pondareko.
I'm a happy man because Pirates have won the game. And we play, we attack.
Miya, bye-bye, Baba. Siyabonga kakhulu. Thank you, Baba. Have a good evening. Thank you so much.
Thank you, thanks to the viewers as well, people who are around. Ngiyabonga bafethu, Amanda.
Thank you so much, guys. I hope you enjoyed our live chat today. Good night. Oh Lord.